Hi everybody and welcome to the Down Under Small Veggie Garden Diaries. And my strawberries are starting to pick up. We're getting a few little red strawberries here and there. Not very big, but you know, it's the first season. But we've got some more coming up. Well, more getting red. And the leaves are getting red too, which usually happens when it's winter, when it's stressed. But hey, you know, maybe it's stress from the sun. Some more little strawberries. Haven't eaten any yet. I threw the initial ones away. And I have a couple in the fridge. But we know what I did do. And that's why I put this camera out again. I got sick of waiting for the parsnips to go to seed. They just look like they're getting bigger and healthier. And I'm like, when are they going to go to seed so I can pull them out? So I pulled them out. And I thought, oh, look, they'll probably be big. They might be huge, but they'll be woody and no good to eat. And so they would be no good. And plus I won't get any seed. But I think, oh, it's spongy, but they're big and they're edible. Of course, you can't eat the leaves; they're poisonous on parsnips. But I'm gonna have to have. I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to get some potatoes. I've got potatoes, so I might just have I usually put them in a soup, but I might just have roast potato, like pan fried, so roast potato, roast them in a pan, and roast parsnips. So that'll be nice. So I think I will get. Later I'll get a sprig of my Chef's Choice rosemary. That'll be alright. I was going to have sausages and vegetables tonight, but well, I still might have the sausages with them. That'll be cool. It's a rainy day, look at that. Overcast, rainy. Supposed to have that moon thing last night, you know, the lunar eclipse. Yeah, it's usually always cloudy when those sort of things happen. So I'm just having a little look around the garden. That's my tomato. That's the best one going. So now I've got a bit of room over here. And then I noticed, now either that's a ladybug or a Japanese beetle. I'm hoping they're ladybugs. Let's see if I can get a good shot of him. So there he is. So, and then I thought, okay, good on you. Eat whatever's on that cucumber, you know. But I see them around here as well. Oh, by the way, Royal's perked up now that I gave him some water last night. I don't think he got any rain under here. I'm going to have to plant him. I don't know where to plant him. I could plant him over there somewhere. I'm not sure where to plant him. We'll see. He does like the sun, I believe. Oh, there's a birdie, magpie. Oh, and say hello to Herbie. Hey, Herbie. He said hey. Hey, alligator. He said hey. And not only we still got the Amsterdam celery, but we had 4 tomatoes coming up again here, and now we've got 8. So yeah, okay. And yesterday I got my boyfriend to see if there's any zucchini in the shop. There was only the Lebanese kind, which is usually the one that I want because this is the one you can stuff full of minced meat. But yeah, I was thinking I was going to go a yellow or a black one. I had a blackjack one seed planted, but it never came up. But alright, we've got some Lebanese zucchini, and that's what I'm going to put in this garden bed over here, but not today. So we've got that. That's another $4 it cost me, but anyway. Oh, capsicum's going alright. Something's eating him a little bit. Watermelon, the second watermelon's trying to get eaten there. Well, not trying to get rid of here. He's struggling against eating. He's trying. The third one, the big one, he's going well. I hope he puts his true leaves out soon so he protects himself. So. Cucumber, lower leaves are dying. That's okay. The big green zebra tomato, that's okay. Spring onions still going good. Very good. Little tomatoes. Tiny ones that I planted by seed are struggling. Little capsicum hasn't come out. And the second rose is now pink as well, like I said. That's right. There's a third rose coming out there. We'll see. It should be prim. Look at Black Beauty. Absolutely loving it, isn't he? And if you can see, Rosie's got 3. 1, and there's one over there, and a big one here. 3 more branches come up, and that's on the stalk, not below it, so that's good. The shop bought tomatoes are doing great, so that's good. cucumbers still are alive in this one, so that's good. Hey girl, he said hey. But I was just checking out the snow peas and going, you know, come on, hurry up and dry up. And I saw that one's got rust over the back there. You might not be able to see that one, but I can show you this one. That one's trying to get rust out. I thought it's okay as long as the inside seeds are okay. But what I noticed then was there are some ladybugs, or Japanese beetles, whichever they are, on the Swiss chard. Now I knew there used to be one on the jasmine that was nice with. So is that a ladybug or is that a Japanese beetle? Is he helping out by eating bugs or is he eating a leaf or something? There's one there, and there was two others as well. Oh, there's one. Is that no, what is that? Oh, that's some kind of creature. What's that one? I don't know. Let's come up close. He's not that big on camera, believe me. Not sure what that is. I'll have to look him up. He might not be a friendly creature to my plants. He might not be. I can get a good shot of him. I can put him on the app and see what kind of insect he is. He's a beetle, you think? I think he's a beetle. He's got wings though, maybe, but he's still probably a beetle. I'll get a good shot of him. Well, oh, and there's another ladybug. Well, I hope to be a ladybug. And the pods are going well. Like I said, there's a bit of rust and things, but as long as it doesn't ruin all the seeds. It's a fly. Oh, and there's our little warbler. Where is he? Magpie. So he's the one that swooped by. The Swiss chard's going great. That one's going to seed, so I'll have to pull it out. But I'll leave some Swiss chard for dinner for later. See you, Croft. He said, see you. I'll leave some Swiss chard out for later. Got some, oh, flowers coming out on the succulents. Look at that. Beautiful. This one's been out for a while. That's called the baked bean plant. It looks like baked beans. But you wouldn't want to eat them. No. So yeah. Lovely flower waiting on. The yellow ones. The pink ones over there. I need to pick these cactus up when we clean this out. The big monkey tail plant's going well. The other one's got flowers. Alright, Herbie. You have a sign off for now, and we'll add some more maybe to this video. We'll see. Past 5 in the morning, and the sky was a bit purple not long ago. So oh, there is some morning magpies. Let's get some morning noises for you from Australia. As you can see, the lamp's still on, the street light's still on. And this is our native magpie. They're pretty big. I believe they're bigger than other magpies anywhere else in the world. Because there are magpies, I think, in England, I'm not sure. Anyway, I used to think there was only magpies in Australia, but these magpies are pretty big. Not as big as ravens, but they're big. Just thought I'd come out and do a pre-dawn video. Like I said, it's a lot lighter than it was about 10 minutes ago. The sun rises over this way and sets over that way, so you can sort of get an idea of where I'm facing. That's at maximum zoom. Now, what I'm going to do today, I don't want to disturb the peas too much because it's a lovely morning. Now, what I'm going to do today thought I'd show you these lovely birds singing for their breakfast. Very smart. Every time I say listen to them sing, they don't sing. Okay, so what I'm going to do today, I've decided that I'm too impatient to wait for these Snowpeas to go to seed, and because I'm figuring he's got some fluffy feathers, that one might be a fairly young one, still these fluffy bum feathers. I'm too impatient, I think, for these Snowpeas to go to seed, because they have to take the whole bush with them. Oh, and it's about 8 days till December. It's 8 days to summer for us in Australia, and I don't want to waste any of the summer. I don't want to wait another month trying to wait for these to dry just to get some seeds. Now, they were lovely Snowpeas, don't get me wrong, but they were from the supermarket. Sorry, they were from Big W. They were seedlings from Big W. So they were commercial seedlings that you grow to put in your garden. They were from Pertel. The brand is Pertel. Now, I don't know if I tried looking up Pertel and I got the nursery and all that, but unless I ring them, I don't know if they're hybrid or anything like that. And I just don't want to waste any time on drying seed that may not come true to how these tasted. So they might come up totally different. They might be fine, but to get that seed, I have to give up a month of my growing time, my prime growing time, and I'm not willing to do that. I'd rather buy seed, or I would rather wait until the Snowpeas that I grow next time, that I know that they're heirloom. So I'm going to take these out today, and I'm going to move the Swiss Chard. You might notice it looks a bit empty. I pulled a couple out because they were going to seed. That is a slug. Hello, slug. How are you? How are you? Yes, how are you? You know, I discovered a new this looks a bit, I hope this is clear. I discovered a new bug in the garden, you say. I see, look, he looks like he's happily munching on my Swiss chard. Hello. Hello. Are you munching on my Swiss chard? I think you are. I think you might be. Yes, I think you might be. Well, you can have some Swiss chard. He's not that big. He looks really big, but he's not that big. See, he's not that big. So, probably half the size, or just under half the size of a normal snail would be. So yeah, so I'm going to pull these out. Like I said, absolutely beautiful seedling. No saying anything bad about the Pertel plants, because it's a lovely, perfectly healthy plant. It's just dying down now because it's at the end of its run. But lovely tasting. But because I don't know if it's going to come true to form, and I don't want to waste another 4 weeks waiting for this to dry up to find out, then I'm going to put in heirloom seeds next time. Look at this fluffy bum. Hello, darling. Hello, darling. Is it your mummy over there? I think that's the mummy. Look, see how black she is? Black and white, and he's sort of greyish, fluffy bum a bit. He's a fat baby. He might be the one that whinges for some bread or something. I don't feed them, but my boyfriend has fed them a couple of times lately with some bread. But as a thing, I don't feed them. Him and his father do feed the magpies at his house, but they feed them with mincemeat and good things like that. So, all right, I've got to fill this fountain up again today. I'm working to straighten it up again. And look at how much Black Beauty has grown. That's crazy. And I will move. I know it looks crooked, and the whole point is that I measured between there and there, and it should have been perfect, but because this table comes out a certain much, I couldn't sort of put it straight. But the thing is, it makes it look crooked because that middle one's not in line with the stake, because your eyes think that should be the middle. So I'm going to move it over anyway. Not now, of course. I'll do it when it's dormant in the winter, just after winter. I will, for it wakes up again, I'll shift it a bit so it is in line with the pole. Give it a little bit more room because it'll need some by then. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to take out all these Snowpeas and the whole lot. I don't think there's any rust on it, and if there's a tiny bit of rust, I don't think it's going to bother. I'm going to put the whole thing, pods and all, in the compost. Now the compost, I've been a bit naughty and I haven't put any carbs in it in a long time, so it's all just a bunch of steaming, breaking down green waste. So I'm going to put some carbs in there today, and I'm going to be careful because there is a big redback in there. So if I go to stir it up, I have to be careful it doesn't try and come get me. So this is out now with this empty potato patch. I've got these zucchini that have been bought from the store, Lebanese zucchini, and I was going to put them in there, but I'm not. I'm going to put them in there, and I'm going to try and do the stake up and prune job. There's 5 zucchinis. That's a lot of zucchini, but we'll see. I'll probably put in 4. I may put in 5. Who knows? And this one I thought I would reserve for the watermelon, even though it'd be a bit scary coming in here and trying to mess around with the leaves when there might be redbacks or black spiders in there. Even orb spiders, but also fine. I'm going to do it because it's got like 2 meters of room here, whereas anywhere that we have here, it could go over here and I could clear this out, but honestly, with the running of the bins in and out, would probably damage the plants. And same here, we can't have anything coming out here because this is where the gate is. So I'm going to put this little watermelon seed. So I'm encouraging him to keep fighting against any bugs because his little buddy's gone now. So there's only him left, and I'm just saying, come on mate, get those true seeds out so you're more protected. Okay? So you do that. I said you can be king of the castle over in that garden over there. oh, and last night when I was watering the plants, we have got 8 tomatoes up. But I also discovered that this isn't a weed. For some reason I decided to pinch a leaf off and sniff it, because I thought, does that look like oregano? It's mint. And you know why I'm saying, and I don't know if I planted that or not. Right? That's definitely a weed, I think. But down here you can see I've got grove. That's some kind of either watermelon or pumpkin or whatever I put in there. Because I put like, I think I put 1 watermelon and 1 rockmelon seed. No, it wasn't rockmelon. 1 pumpkin and 1 watermelon seed. So I'm going to have to figure that out when the leaves come out. But I'm really excited because the Lord's blessed me so much, because I was just standing here filming and I almost tripped over and I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh yeah. And I thought, hang on, is that the mint? It is. My mint's back, look. It's self-seeded about 4 or 5 years ago. I had mint about 2 or 3 years before that in the garden bed. I think it was actually, was it this one? I think it was this one. And it's self-seeded, and so about two or 3 years later, mint come up here. And then like every year it was coming up, and then like it hasn't been up this year or last year. And it's back, praising God, amen. So I can have some mint. This is the most delicious mint. I think it might be spearmint, honestly. It's I bought it as a punnet of peppermint, and I'm not a fan of mint. I love the smell and all that, and I love gum and all that, but it upsets my stomach. I know it's supposed to calm people's stomachs, but it does the opposite for me. But this doesn't. This is it's like a lolly mint. It's like their spearmint lolly. So I think it's spearmint. It tastes sweet, and the mint is nice. It doesn't have that peppermint burn. It doesn't have that let's rumble your tummy up menthol to it. You know, it doesn't have much menthol in it. And so you can just sit it. You just wash it, and just sit it in your tea, and it will not only flavour your tea, but you can eat those leaves and they're just so delicious. Well, there's a snail there, look at him. Busted, man. Busted, you're a big, you know what. You're a big snail. I didn't mean to be rude. There's a big snail. You can't help you're a snail. Look how big you are. Actually, he's a large snail. He looks huge on my camera. He's big. Look how beautiful he looks. God's made some wonderful, wonderful creatures, hasn't he? And us too. And look at him. Are you going to go and decimate one of my only last cucumbers? Oh, there's another one. And another one. Oh dear. I should be picking these up and getting rid of them, shouldn't I? I don't think I've got the heart to do it. I mean, usually, you know, I've done it before, but they just look so peaceful. They're trying to decimate my garden. 3 big juicy slugs. Yes, I do have a French heritage, but no, I haven't ever eaten slugs, and I wouldn't recommend it, especially in the garden. You could die. So, hello, slugs. I'm calling them snails. What am I thinking? Hello, snails. Having a little race. Look at them. Having a little race. Having a little race. So that's what they look like at the back there. And this is what he looks like. So I can't believe they're just like moseying along. That's not one over there. That thing over there, that's like some kind of bulb or something that I picked up yesterday. Well, we have 3 big juicy looking snails in my garden bed. Now, my concern is the cucumber. I'm not concerned about anything else in here. Swiss chard, you know, it's fine. I'm concerned about this Mizuno because they've had a go at them as well. But I'm going to leave them in there. You might say I'm nuts, but I'm going to leave them in there. Is there any in here? I don't know. There could be, you know. There could be. Well, there's a lot of parsley. Might have to move some of this parsley as well because there is a couple of tomato plants that I've planted there from seed. So these ones are from seed. You can see how nice and big that one is now. It's very good. All these are from seed. Every tomato in this bed is from seed. Same with that one. The only plants that are from punnet in these beds, I mean the lettuce over there, of course, and the chives and the nasturtiums and the cucumbers, and yeah, and the Swiss chard. They're all from punnet. But I grew the tomatoes from seed, and I grew the parsley from seed, and I grew the carrot from seed. There's 1 carrot left in there still, and the tomatoes. So the only thing that's not from seed in this garden is the Swiss chard that I moved from Groff's. Of course, I bought all these strawberry crowns, and the Swiss chard, like I said, come from a punnet. The rosemary was a big rosemary plant that I bought, and even though it's way more than doubled its size now already. Of course, a bit of parsley, and we've got the zucchini from a punnet from the store, capsicum from the punnet in the store, watermelon from seed. The others have come up and then gone. Most of them didn't come up, but the ones that did have gone. Spring onion was from a punnet from the store. I grew it up the other end, as you all know, and then these are the leftover smaller ones. The rest is in the freezer. Big tomato from the store, cucumber from the store, parsley from seed, and the potatoes are gone now, but I grew them obviously from seed, and the snow peas obviously from a punnet from the store, the Swiss chard from a punnet in the store, the sage from a punnet in the store. He was the last sage in a group of 6, and I didn't put them in the ground, and they got it didn't take long. They got that white fuzzy mold on them, and this was the last one. I put him in the garden up the other herb garden area, and you'd know if you watched my videos. And he wasn't doing too great, and he started to get a bit of mold on him, so I put him up here. And look at him. He looks like 2 plants now, but he's only 1. He's sort of laying down, I think. Beautiful, just in time for Christmas. Oh, he smells nice. Make some sage stuffing. Sage stuffing. And these are the tomatoes from the store. black cherry and the mighty red, and the other one over there is the green zebra, of course, and a cucumber from the store. The other cucumber over there died, and of course the roses come in bags. So I do admire all you gardeners who can grow from seed. I don't think there's anything wrong with buying a punnet and shoving it in the ground. You still get the same results, but of course you get better results if you grow from seed because it's cheaper. You get to pick your varieties, and you get to grow heirloom more than you would get to grow, because in the shop they don't offer heirloom much. So yes, I do admire that, and I'm getting there. Like I said, I've grown parsnip, 2 different types of carrots, parsley as well. What else? Oh, and all those little tomatoes I've grown this year from seed, so that's not bad. I think that's pretty good. And of course I grew the escallions and the Dutch cream and the royal blue purples this year from tubers and bulbs. So yes, I just didn't want the season to get away from me before I got anything. So I'm definitely, there's no shame in my game, mate. I'm definitely putting punnets in. That's it. So, but I will grow more if I can. But yeah, I didn't want to miss. Like last year was a blessing of a season in the way of it was a cool and wettish. Well, it didn't feel cool, but as for its normal temperatures, we did get over 40 degrees and all that, but there wasn't a lot of it. So it was the same, deemed as a cool one, and we wondered why our tomatoes weren't going any good. Everyone, like in Australia, was sort of like, some people did all right, but a lot of people was like, tomatoes didn't go too well, you know. And I got mine in late as well, and so yeah, it was not a good season for tomatoes in Australia last year. But it was a blessing over the year before, because that was really hot and bushfires and it was scary. But I'm hoping this year, I love it. Loved last year, it was lovely, but it did no good for my garden. So I'm hoping for the sake of my garden, we get a little bit more sun at least, so we get some lovely tomatoes. So yes, I did buy I was thinking, you know, should I buy tomatoes? Yes, you know, but then I'm thinking, oh, did I just waste my money because, you know, the season might not go well? Usually the season does well. It's like the first time I've ever heard of tomatoes not going well. Then again, I haven't gardened a long time, so, but you know, you hear chatter and that online and that, but I've never had people go, oh, the tomatoes are crap. I mean, if you get like fruit fly now, I can understand that, but this was to do with how cool of a summer it was compared to how it usually is. So yes, oh yes, obviously, look at this big block here. Got my boyfriend to get me another big bag of organic sugarcane mulch. Excellent stuff, I must say. As long as it doesn't smell like, just this one's been sealed up, like undone, you know, it's sealed, crimped through the straw. But I call it straw, but it's a sugarcane mulch, obviously. But make sure it has that sweet, lovely straw smell, because it smells like that. That's its natural smell. But if it smells really feral, or like really foul, or you know, or alcoholic or vinegary, like mine smelled like a brewery had lost its load outside my back door last year, because the pandemic, everyone was just buying whatever, and I don't think the companies that were putting all this stuff out, they just didn't give a rat's bum. They'll just give bailing up anything and putting it in. I don't know if it was this one. I don't think it was this one. It could have been. I'm not sure. But you do occasionally get like with anything, you do get occasionally a bad lot. So that was a bad lot. So what I did was, because you know the pandemic was on and couldn't get anything hardly, I just laid it. I ended up laying it out on the dirt here. I looked up what to do with it. I was going to compost it, but I ended up laying it out and watering it down a couple of times, and then it got a rain or two, and then it was fine. The stench went out of it, then it washed out that alcoholic fermentation. So No, it's beautiful stuff. Love this stuff. This is the brand that I do buy now. The Orico. The other brand, I can't remember what its name is. They're both organic sugarcane. Nothing against the other brand, except for the size. And I'm not just saying size as in, look how big this is. The other one, I think it's 13 square meters, and this is double at 26 square meters. But the reason why I get this, besides the fact that it's double, which is handy because, you know, I ran out of the other one fast. And I got a small one last time, you know, ages ago, not last time, but you know, ages ago. Started the year, I think it was. But the size of the cut of the chaff, right? Well, it's not chaff, but you know, it's very small. It's like that long, you know, and it's very like, pick it up and it blows around a bit, you know. Whereas this is a longer one, and not, you know, it doesn't blow around. It's better for gardens, I think. Yeah, because it was just like you pick up a handful of the other stuff and it's in your hand, you know, whereas that one you can pick up and it's like all around your hand because it's long. So anyway, that's my advice. Get the Orico big bag, okay, 26 square meter. It's $16.50 from Bunnings, which I'm surprised it still is only $16.50 because Bunnings has put up some of their products. Probably isn't their fault. It's probably, oh, who knows, I don't know, but some products have gone up, as you well know, in inflation, but this has stayed the same price, so $16.50 bargain for what you want. I mean, you know, you think it's a waste, you know, if you put it in the compost, but it's going into your soil and making more soil, so I do put that in for carb. So that's what I do. Show you later what I get up to. I'm going to go back and have some more sleep before my boyfriend gets here. And I hope, they're royal, beautiful. And I hope I'm going to plant royal out today too. And I noticed this one's named, you can get, you might have seen the lolly pink. These are petunias. And you might have seen the lolly pink one. Lolly pink and white, and this purple and white. The lolly pink and white one, it's got the white where the yellow is, and it's got the lolly pink where the burgundy is here. And it's actually called Ace of Hearts, and this one's called Ace of Spades, because you can see that looks like a heart, doesn't it? So this one's called Ace of Spades because they're dark, see? But if you get the other one, it's actually hearts. So how romantic. Look at that, it looks like little hearts. So beautiful. Looks like little hearts. Aww. Aww. So it's got that little dip in there like a heart. Isn't that beautiful? So this one's called, no, this one's called King of Spades, sorry. The other one's called Ace of Hearts, the pink and white. And this is a gorgeous, rich burgundy and yellow. They don't look so great at the moment. They're needing a bit of water. I watered them last night. They want to be in the ground. Yeah, that one's called King of Spades. Beautiful. All right, so I'm going to go inside now. I even have some breakfast. And then have some more snooze. So I can't believe it. These snails gone. Like, where's Speedy Gonzales? Are they gone? There's one there. Where's his buddy? Did you leave your buddy behind, mate? You shouldn't leave him behind. Where's your buddy at? Oh, he's over in the corner. Talk about Speedy Gonzales. He's in the corner. You're the slow one. You're the slow one. Ah, you're the slow one. Where's the other one? Ooh, where's he gone? The one that was over there. Well, maybe that's him. So, oh, the other one's up there. Look. He's in, I call him slow, but this is the one that was over here. That one, hang on. That one is the one that was over here. And that one over there, I thought he was, yeah, I thought he was the last one of that one. No, he's the last one of that one. And that one up there he's climbing up the fence. See, you don't know what they're doing. I can't get a shot of him. Look what they're up to when you're not looking. They're partying in your yard going doof, doof, doof. Look at him. Look at him. It's lighter out here than what the camera's. Look, he's come up there, and he's somehow reached up onto that bar because there's a big gap between that, between the fence and the bar and the garden. He's reached up, and he's grabbed a hold of that bar, and he's slimed up, and now he's made his way on the fence. Oh, so now you know how they do it. Look at that, unbelievable. There's a big gap between there. He's got from that silver up into that bar, onto the fence. So now you know how they're getting into your garden, huh? I just turned off the video as I was going in, and there's the sun. So there you go, we've beaten it. I thought it was up and it just was a bit dark. But no, there's the sun, and it's going to be so bright coming in this back door. So I'm going to get my happy plant that I rescued from the marketplace, and I'm going to put it near the back door and give it some light. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye. Here we are again, and yes, the snow peas are gone. Look, it's going to rain again. Look at the sky. It's been like that all day. It's going to rain tonight, and it's going to rain tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day, you know. Tuesday's going to be partly cloudy, and Wednesday's going to be sunny. No, is it Monday? Partly cloudy, Tuesday, sunny? Anyway, it's Tuesday today, so, you know, another week of potential rain, some heavy falls the next 3 days perhaps. So I've taken out the snow peas, and some people say you shouldn't put the bush in the compost, but I am. So that is full, and I haven't put anything else but greens in there at the moment. All right, everyone, I've got to get this done, and then I've got to get my clothes off the line and get inside before it starts raining. So we'll get Early Alligator and Herbie to sign off. See you, Early Alligator. He said, see ya. See ya, Herbie. He said, see ya. Thanks, everyone. See you next time. Bye.